Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where you watch my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a story that I want to bring to you. So let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look over there to the left of me, we are looking at a slideshow of a woman by the name of Nicole Jackson. Nicole Jackson. And the two young ladies who you just seen that was with her were her daughters. They were twins. The story that's going on here is that Jackson here killed one of the twins and then set the apartment on fire to try to conceal the death of one of the twins. However, there was a neighbor that rescued the other twin and she's alive and well. But unfortunately, the other twin is no longer with us. All right. And then what makes matter worse is, for what the story says, this happened between the night before Thanksgiving or the night of Thanksgiving. Let me say that to you one more time. This happened the night before Thanksgiving or the night of Thanksgiving that a mother done this to her child. But just listen to the story. It's just listen.
Out of East Point this afternoon, police say now that a 27-year-old mother killed her daughter, then set their apartment on fire to cover up the crime. A neighbor rescued the child's twin. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor has the new developments from East Point.
We have new information about this fire that happened just the day before Thanksgiving. The police chief here in East Point now says a suspect in this case, Nicole Jackson, actually started the fire to conceal her daughter's death.
Thinking about get everybody out. That's all I was thinking about. Get them babies out, get everybody out of there.
Uncle Top sprang into action when he saw the smoke and flames at the Brookville Apartments on Washington Road. Ricardo Tolbert says he broke the apartment glass to pull this 4-year-old out of the fire.
And I pulled the baby out, and when I got her out and that fresh air hit her eyes open, and she wrapped around my neck.
East Point fire officials say the mother, Nicole Jackson, used an accelerant to start the fire on the eve of Thanksgiving. But even more troubling, police now say Jackson confessed to killing one of her 4-year-olds before the flames ignited.
She disclosed to us that one of the child was already deceased, and she started the fire to conceal the crime.
Police have not revealed how the 4-year-old died. They say an autopsy will tell that. The surviving child is with her grandmother and sustained burns to her hands. Ms. Jackson has been charged with arson, malice, murder, and cruelty to children, among other charges. Neighbors say her behavior had grown more bizarre over the last 3 weeks. Erica Jones lost everything in the fire and lives in the apartment next door.
Yeah, but I always was hearing rumble. Like somebody would throw it against the wall, doors slamming, window slamming. And I used to say, something ain't right with that girl over there.
Jackson's family is just devastated. We contacted them today, but they say they are not yet ready to talk. In East Point, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
Ladies and gentlemen, this story comes out of Georgia.
I'm
East
consumer
Point,
investigator.
Georgia. Okay. I want to say thanks to the guy who helped to at least save one of the children. So say he couldn't save both of them. But at least he was able to save one of them. Now, guys, I want y'all to understand something. This is why I always preach this. Mental illness, don't overlook it. It is serious. Okay? It is serious. And I always tell y'all, my only thing with it, with people, ain't nothing wrong with them, but they try to use that as a cop-out to get out for what they have done. All right? But however, though, with her, who knows what's going on? Because you just heard the lady say, you just heard the lady say that she heard a lot of rumbling stuff that was going on. As if somebody being thrown to the wall and things like that. And she said something ain't right. Now, my thing I have to say about that is, did she ever call the police, If you were hearing all that, because, if I heard all that, then, probably think something wrong too, unless they just move some stuff around. I don't know. Then depending on the time of the day you was hearing all these noises, so I can't just really say. But however, though, I think it's in here, or maybe another article I saw, that even her family was saying that weeks prior, or they said it up in here, the neighbor said weeks prior that her behavior was real strange. Now I'm curious, when they say her behavior was strange, what exactly was she was doing to make people feel like her behavior was strange? Again, one of the stories, you got a lot of questions, but less answers. And it reads as follows. East Point police say a 27-year-old mother has confessed to killing a 4-year-old daughter that setting their apartment on fire with the girl's twin inside in an attempt to cover up the crime the day before Thanksgiving. Now, see, they saying the day before Thanksgiving, but you listen to what they said in the article, it said the night of Thanksgiving. So, you know, it says the fire was reported at Polaris East Point Apartments, formerly Brookfield Apartments on Washington Road. The blaze spread to multiple units, forcing residents to evacuate. Officials say they found the body of a 4-year-old girl in an upper apartment. Resident Ricardo Tober said when he saw flames, he broke the apartment glass to pull this 4-year-old out of the fire. I pulled the baby out, and when the fresh air hit her eyes open and she wrapped around my neck, the man known as Uncle Top. Investigators arrested 27-year-old Nicole Jackson on Thanksgiving Day in connection to the death of one of her children and setting a catastrophic fire to an apartment complex on Washington Road. Another one of her daughters was rushed to the hospital with injuries from the fire. It goes on to say, our suspicion was heightened that foul play was involved due to the acceleration of the fire. Fire Chief Corey Thornton said, we know the suspect used some type of unknown accelerant, which explains why the fire spread so quickly, causing massive damage, and this forced me to allocate all the resources at my disposal to quickly gather and secure evidence and locate a possible suspect. East Police fire officials said Jackson used the accelerant to start the fire, but even more troubling, police now say Jackson confessed to killing her 4-year-old before the flames ignited. She disclosed to us that the child was already deceased as she started the fire to conceal the crime. East Point Police Chief Shawn Buchanan explained during a Monday morning news conference. Police had not revealed how the 4-year-old died. They say an autopsy will reveal that. The surviving child, who is now with her grandmother, suffered burns to her hands, arms, and a portion of her face. Poor baby. Neighbors said her behavior had grown more bizarre over the 3 weeks. Erica Jones said she lost everything in the fire and lives in an apartment next door. She said she was always hearing rumbling, like someone thrown against the wall, doors slamming, windows slamming, and I kept saying something not right about that girl. Erica Jones revealed. Jackson was charged with malice murder, felony murder, criminal intent to commit murder, and 2 counts of first-degree cruelty to children. The building had a total of 8 units, 7 of which were occupied. Officials say the building is a complete loss with roof having collapsed in during the fire. East Point firefighter and investigators spent Thanksgiving going through the apartment building searching for clues. The fire left many homeless heading to the holiday season. Several people returned to the complex on Thanksgiving to sift through debris in hopes of finding anything left. Chief Thornton said his department and community have felt the heaviness of the incident. It has weighed heavily among many, not only those who discovered the deceased, but everyone, because we are all connected, he said. It is not known if Jackson will receive bond. I think I had found something else about this too as well. Let me see if I can pull this up. Y'all give me just a moment. Okay, it was something else I thought I had found in here about this. Okay, I knew it was something that I was trying to find, and I did find it. And let's see, I think this it right here. No, that's not it. Jeez, let's see. Dang it, I just found it. Oh, okay, hold on. All right. Unfortunately, I won't be able to read this because I guess I got to subscribe to them in order to see this or whatnot. But however, though, it says that she had a prior history with DFCS. All right. DFCS, she had a prior history. And what little I can read, what it says right here, Georgia Division of Family and Children Services had prior contact with the mother of a 4-year-old girl found dead in a fire at East Point apartment last week. The agency confirmed Tuesday, which is today. But I got to subscribe to this or to get it, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm pretty much sure I can find the information somewhere else. Okay? And as a matter of fact, I think I do have some of her pulled up. Whoa, what's that? Okay, it says right here. It says right here. We will make sure she never gets out, said East Point Police Chief Shawn Buchanan. Authorities with the Georgia Department of Human Services said Monday the department had history with the mother on possible neglect concerns in 2019. The case was initially closed but was reopened when the family moved to another Georgia county. Department officials say they didn't believe the 4-year-old who they identified. Okay, they got the baby name. Gabrielle Jackson was in imminent danger when closing the case this June. Ooh, wow. On the eve of Thanksgiving, fire crews responded to the Brookfield apartment complex on Washington Road. As crews worked to put the fire out, they found the daughter's body. Firefighters first believed the mother to be in the apartment as the fire was burning, which prompted crews to start search and rescue. Oh yeah, she also had went missing for a while too. So yeah, wow, this is just crazy. I would never get it. I would never understand it or whatnot. But I just leave with this. And I spoke about this earlier. I don't know where the father of these children. I don't. With a lot of these stories, we barely hear about the father, or we barely hear from the fathers. I don't know if it's embarrassment. They just don't want to come out and speak, or they hurt too bad. I just don't know. But I just wish with a lot of these stories, that we see them come out and speak. Okay. Now, again, my question is for the people who saying she had bad behavior or her behavior starting getting strange. Did anybody do anything about it? I don't just mean to say, hey, at least do a welfare check or something. Or how much did the family know about this woman issues mentally? If she had mental issues, and they end up them try to intervene as trying to get these girls out of harm's way until she got help. Just questions, what I'm saying, because it's still a developing story, But we had heard stories as well that some family members do be trying to get these babies help, but their words go on deaf ears, all right? Their words go on deaf ears. And I think this is quite sad that this woman did this on a holiday like this, Thanksgiving. Let alone we heard other stories that women doing this to their children, whether it's on Christmas or whatever the holiday may be. To kill your child on a holiday, man, it touches a lot of people when you hear that, especially on holidays like that, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, wow. If anybody know about that surrounding area, or anybody who know Nicole, my platform is open. I would love to speak with you, and you can tell me what you know about this situation, and if you lived in her area, You know, if you see her acting weird, you know, what was she doing? Or how are these babies acting whenever they was out and about with their mom? Or if they even came outside at all, who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the developing story. Please stay tuned for more stories like these and other, and I will get back to you soon. Stay tuned. I'm your man, Chris Thorns. Thanks for listening.